making this quick video. It's going to be called Sleeper Cells. Sleeper Cell is basically like a mind-controlled assassin that's under basically MK Ultra mind control that doesn't know it and gets activated to take out a target. And I'm not talking about gang stalking here. This is something that's been going on for a long time. It's a term called sleeper cell. It's been coined by the military and, like the CIA, FBI, because it's a real thing. It's not something that's just in James Bond movies. What this has to do with the targeting community, I'm not going to say our community, the targeted individual community is, guys, there's a possibility, I'm not saying it's almost a 0% possibility, that gang stalking is a mental illness and that's a figment of our own imagination, and we're reinforcing it by telling each other things we see like, oh, a red car means this, a red shirt means that. That's a possibility. And if you don't explore that while you're a target, you're not a real targeted individual. You are possibly mentally ill if you just believe everything you see on the internet. I know for a fact gang stalking or targeted individuals, things is real. That's factual for me. But for someone that's never been through it, I can understand. I can see from their shoes as well. Hey, maybe the guy's mentally ill. So I see from both sides. I know for myself it's real because they don't stop. Let's say the people gang stalking me stop tomorrow. I would probably question myself a year from now. I'm like, hey, maybe I had a psychotic episode or something like that. I would question myself, but they never stop. They continually do it, and they do it in an organized fashion, and they do it in waves, like psychological waves. So I know it's not a mental illness because you can tell there's a lot of intelligence, a lot of planning, a lot of strategy behind their tactics, and they do it in a concentrated, like 2 or 3 day period, then stop because they don't have the resources. So back to the topic at hand, sleeper cells. Now they're harassing us, guys. They used to use different tactics, like let's say 5 years ago. They used to use more hand signals. Before COVID, they would cough a lot, and it would be obvious to you. Now, why don't you guys ask yourself, hey, what if I'm under mind control and someone's feeding me this information to make me paranoid? What if I'm brainwashed, right? That's a possibility as well. Like, look into the Blue Whale Challenge. The Blue Whale Challenge was made up by this Russian psychology student that went to a university, and he basically made this thing. It was like a list of things to do, but the eventually end of it was to get you to kill yourself. So first you cut yourself with a piece of paper, and then you do this. And the guy knew through psychology how to get you to kill yourself, and it was called the Blue Whale Challenge. Do not look it up because it works. It actually works. So what I'm saying is, guys, gang stalking could be Russian disinformation more than a mental illness. Russian disinformation intelligence officers could have made a thing for us to be angry at our own country and lash out at our country. You gotta keep everything in mind if you're a target individual, or you're not a target. You're a mentally ill person looking into things, bro. For real shit. You gotta keep everything in mind. It could be a mind operation to get us to go at war with our own country. So you gotta keep everything in mind here, guys. But I know for a fact that the government's in on it, but they don't wanna they don't wanna turn anyone into a target. It's for mentally ill people and homeless people and some veterans. So yeah, there's operations in our country to get rid of the homeless. There's operations to get rid of black people. There's operations to get rid of gay people. But they're covert military intelligence operations. And that's what gang stalking is. You could be a victim of mind control, and then they do the gang stalking to throw you off the trace. That's what all my videos are about. What you're going through is real. They're organized, orchestrated events. Sometimes we're looking into things too heavily. So, all right, I went off topic. I have ADD, I'm sorry. Listen, sleeper cells. We could be sleeper cells activated by, let's say, China or Russia through brainwashing techniques of seeing cop cars, red cars, and things like that, on top of police and things going on that shouldn't be going on. But what my long story short, do not commit any acts of violence, guys. Because that's either way, you're not gonna win. Imagine we all got triggered by red cars on the same day and we all punched our neighbors in the face. And in the whole country, 1 million neighbors got punched in the jaw, Tuesday morning. Okay? So, yeah, maybe it is our government. Maybe it's another government doing it. Either way, it's an organized effort. We all have proof, and our proof is real, guys. Our proof is real. But what's going on in the targeted individual community, man, there's a lot of fucking nut jobs and shit like that. It's really making us look stupid. And I'm getting sick of it. I'm gonna make another video. There's a lot of fucking idiots reading tarot cards and talking about aliens and 144. And it's just like, you're acting like an agent at a certain point, man. This shit is going on. It's a phenomenon. It's real. It's not a delusion. People are out to get other people, and it's illegal. So